Welcome to the Living Room series. I am your host, your most humbled host, Chance Austin. And today in the living room we have the courageous and most of the time irreverent Grant Peeples. How are you, Grant?
I'm very good, Fred, and I'm very happy to be here.
Good.
It's a great studio you have here.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can feel
At home.
been a lot of people in this room. So.
Yeah, there have. So what would you like to do? What we're going to do today is we're going to let you do about 6 songs. Then we're going to let you DJ for an hour and give us a feel for what you like in music and who you.
Okay, as we do these songs, will we talk after I do a song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can go through it and then just when you get done.
No, let's do a song and then we can bull a little bit or
Good.
whatever, and then we'll transition to something. We'll just kind of play it by ear.
All right.
I didn't know if you just wanted me to like go boom, 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 boom.
Well, at least front announce all those and give a little story about what each one is, why you wrote it, why it's important to you, what it's about, so that the clueless can actually figure you out.
That sounds good.
So take it away, maestro.
All right. Well, of course, we're going to start with a poem, and this is I just came from Austin, Texas. I'm on tour right now, and this is I'm going to do a song I recorded out there with Gurf Morlix. I'm going to open it with a poem I wrote. It's called "The People Prefer a Tyrant." Benito Mussolini, the manifestation of his country's soul, had to ascend to supreme power before he could be got rid of. Otherwise, he would have just niggled on in Rome. But from the high perch of his absolute authority, he and his mistress would swing from their heels, beaten, gouged, and bullet-riddled. He had ridden the harsh invective wave of the nation's trepidation, and now there he hung. His cult of personality had prevailed over the balance beam of books and ideas because the people, well, they prefer a tyrant, as does the church. Indeed, the church towed his line, not on ideological or theological grounds, mind you, but on practical ones. He would not reveal the truth about them. And because the church knows the people will always kill their Christ, and their tyrants too, and for the same reasons. Pitchforks and torches, and razors and rocks, and barbed wire fences around empty parking lots, and sirens they're screaming in a dark, starless night, people loading their guns and sharpening knives. Take 'em down, take 'em down, take 'em down, let the righteous reign. Take 'em down, take 'em down, now take 'em down, let the righteous reign. Pitchforks and torches, and a vulture on a wire, the river's dried up, and the lake is on fire. And preachers trump teachers, and information wars just kicking up dust and settling scores. Take 'em down, take 'em down, take 'em down, let the righteous reign. Take 'em down, take 'em down, now take 'em down, let the righteous reign. And pitchforks and torches, and the traitor's flag waves, and a hallelujah nation that is handling snakes. And friends are now foes, and foes are now friends, edging up to the ledge where the ending begins. Take 'em down, take 'em down, take 'em down, let the righteous reign. Take them down, Take 'em down now, take 'em down, let the righteous reign. Take 'em down, take 'em down now, take 'em down, let the righteous reign. Take 'em down, take 'em down now, take 'em down, take 'em down, take 'em down.
Nice.
Thank you.
Why'd you write that?
Well, that was that song, you know, there was a sheriff who was supposed to be the new director of Homeland Security out of Wisconsin. What is his name?
He's the black guy. Right?
Yeah, the black guy. In October, he said that if Trump didn't get elected, it was going to be pitchforks and torches.
Ooh.
And so as soon as he said, I just heard that, and to me it was just a really kind of a great image. And I began just working off of that. And so that was kind of my post-election song.
He's noted for his displaying of many badges and things on his thing that have nothing to do with anything.
Right. He bought them in a pawn shop, I guess, or something.
Right, yeah. So.
But my understanding is he is not going to be the director of
No, he didn't want it because you know why?
Yeah, he didn't want it. He didn't want the vetting process. Is that what you're going?
Yeah, that's it. Because they start looking at people and
Yeah.
ain't nobody wanting to be any of those jobs. So what do you got next for us?
I'm going to do a song that is on my Okra and Ecclesiastes record, and it's the song.
When did that come out?
That came out in 2010, and it was my first record produced by Gurf Morlix. Well, James went down to the market town, sitting on his daddy's knee, for to sell their cotton and to buy some livestock and to trade their tobacco for coffee and tea. It was market day in the market town on the Red Clay Riverside, and them streets they were filled with strange sights and sounds, and little James, his eyes were open so wide. There were farmers and merchants, and dogs in the dust, and pigs and cattle, and horses and harness, and sacks of white sugar, and tins of molasses, and cotton in bales, and trees sawed into planks. There was a man, his name was Green, he was there in the market town. He was dressed for business, and he was working the crowd. And James and his daddy, they went to see the man's wares in a little yard hidden from all the curious stares. That's where Green, the soul driver, with a whip in his hand, he set his stock to dancing and said, "Hey, don't they look happy?" But even little James could tell the difference in style between a grimace of pain and a smile. There was an old man of 60 with boot black in his hair. They were trying to make him look younger, you know, like there was work left in there. And a woman with 2 daughters, and a girl with 1 son. James' daddy, his eye fixed on the little one. And then all down the street of the market town, you could hear that girl scream as her son was sold. Oh, the barking and the bleating and all that haggling and cheating. Well, it turned the blood cold. Green plied his whip till his both arms was tired, and James saw the life leave that young woman's eyes. And then he and his daddy, they took the property away, and the scars have not healed to this very day. So take care of what you do here in your market town, with all your oil in barrels and your money stuffed into banks. You can kick dust over the blood on the ground, but then you're still just whooping people to dance. And even your child will see that. And then you're gonna see what we get.
That's one of my favorite songs. I play that one a lot.
And
that one beats you right in the heart. Where did that come from?
That's a girl by the name of Michigan, a woman by the name of Michigan wrote that song. I heard it around a campfire at Kerrville Folk Festival many years ago, and as a songwriter, and when I heard that, I went like, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here. One was the song has no chorus, has no refrain. It's just pure narrative, and that's a really hard thing to make it do in a song and make it work. And the other thing is that it became an allegory, and you don't realize that till the end when it says, "With all your oil in barrels and your money stuffed in the banks." Well, it was telling a story about slavery and
the slavery of today.
Of the slavery of today, and so and it just happens right there at the very end. And I was very tentative about that song, and about 5 years. About
singing it or about recording it?
About whether people were going to get it. About whether people would hang in there long enough. And I have some friends in Rhode Island, and a few years, right after I started playing the song, I was up there, and there was a little girl there named Zoe, and she was about 8 years old, and I played that song, and she got it. She sat there and listened to the whole thing, and then she realized, she said, they sold the little boy. They sold the little boy.
Right.
And so when I realized,
and killed his mother.
And killed his mother, right? and she got all of that, and so I pretty much have had my arms around that song ever since, and I play it almost every one of my shows because I just think it's a really incredible piece of work.
And it's important because people need to understand the position they're in today that they may not be aware of until somebody points out, oh, by the way, you're in that same position,
right,
and they're whipping you to smile.
Right. And then when the thing about you're still just whipping people to dance.
Right.
You're kicking dust over the blood on the ground.
Yeah, like ignoring the facts,
right,
ignoring things.
The silence and pretending like it's not happening.
The fakeness of
it's just a really great piece of work, and so I'm honored to be able to sing it.
What do you got next?
Let's see here. Well, I think I'm going to do a song. I think I'm going to do a song about, and everybody knows about 1941. December 7th, 1941 as being, a date which shall live in infamy. I'm of the opinion that December 7th of 2011 is going to be a date which shall be even more infamous because 100 years from now, who knows how many, all the blood lakes we intend to spill between now and then. My guess is Pearl Harbor's going to just kind of not seem like such a big deal. But this will be a big deal because it was on that date, December 7th of 2011, that the 1 billionth person, and that's with a B, signed up on the Facebook. And I don't know if your listeners are on Facebook or not, but
well, they are right now because they're watching.
Okay. Well, as you know, there's all kinds of people listening on Facebook, every color, every creed, every sexual identification, political ideology, and so they're all different, but there's an experience that they have all had if you've been on Facebook at all, and that is the subject of this song. They say every man should have a broken heart at least once, 'cause that's how we all grow emotionally. And I've been kicked around by a lot of women in my life, but nothing can compare to how you treated me. At times it seemed as though the pain would never go away. It was many years ago, I know, but I still feel it to this day. And now I see you wanna be my friend on Facebook. Are you frickin' kidding me? Well, all the memories, they're coming right back to me now. How you lied and cheated, how could I forget? Well, I moved across the world just to get away from you. And then this morning I received your friend request. At times it seemed as though the pain was never gonna quit. You nasty little hussy, oh, you narcissistic. I see now that you wanna be my friend on Facebook. Are you frickin' kidding me? Well, I don't care what kind of cocktail you are, or which member of the Beatles or 1950s movie star. And I don't give a flip what your stripper name is, or if your kitty had a litter, or if farm bill's in a Twitter. I don't wanna see your new tattoo, and I damn sure won't be poking you ever again. Though now I see you wanna be my friend on Facebook. Are you friggin' kidding me?
Sweet.
That is the
Go ahead.
GP version.
Yes.
That's the right. There's a
I
different.
love. Yeah, I
Were you
I
gonna
have
have you nervous there for a while that I was gonna?
I didn't really. I knew that you were the professional that I was, and you were not Todd Snyder. As long as I know that, I'm okay. Well, we're going to come back in a few. We're going to go have lunch, and then we're going to come back and DJ with Grant. And then after that, we're going to come back after his DJ section, and then we're going to come back and do 3 more songs. So we'll be right back in a few minutes. Now we're back. Yay. That was nice. And thanks for DJing.
Hey, thanks
that was
for
good.
lunch.
And that was great. You did a great job with your version of the DJ. You got some more songs for us?
I do have some more.
Great.
As you know, I got started really late in my career. I had moved to Nicaragua when I was 38 years old. And I lived down there for 11 years, moved back here when I was 49. I didn't get started into the microphone, singing in front of a microphone thing until I was 50 years old. And so when I moved back in 2006, this is the first song I wrote about my re-entry into American culture. It's called Grant's Talking Blues. Well, I'm the kind of fella that doesn't talk much. I usually stay in my seat and keep my mouth shut. But the last couple years, I started getting depressed. Your popular culture had me all upset. For a while there, I thought I was going to fold. I was starting to wig, I was losing control. So I set upon a self-therapeutic move. And I picked up this guitar and I wrote Grant's Talking Blues. And there were narcissists on the left and fundamentalists on the right, and madmen in the middle, not a savior in sight. I was overwhelmed by the lies and the danger and the doom. Your king had no clothes and there was an elephant in the room. I seen coddled kids indulged in obese, relating to the world through computer screens, oblivious to the demise of this fragile planet and how the economy was killing it and y'all were just trying to expand it. I seen the love of money had a nominal effect upon who your kids were and how they would act. No, it was the worship of money that was sinking that ship. It made them soft and self-centered and spiritually unfit. There was hip-hop and NASCAR and American Idol and iPods and porn stars and virtual battles. Immediate gratification hummed a collective groan, promenading through shopping malls while there was a war going on. You'd been duped and screwed by unscrupulous minions who gave away the store and stole the elections. They started that war under false pretenses, then abandoned justice and our poor soldiers in the trenches. I started searching for answers like a starving dog. I was digging through this culture in search of a bone, something to hold on to, something I could believe in, something to make sense of all the madness I was seeing. Yeah, but all that was there was sentimentality and patriotic blindness and religious banality. Flag-waving fools had pawned the future. Now they were losing their grip, but still digging in deeper. Yeah, the American experiment, it was on the rocks, all high on its fumes and deeply and hot, stumbling forward through expanding bandwidth, leaving a hideous stain on our national canvas. You see, this is just a mall building culture, and it was in denial. Global warming kicked up, y'all just turned the dial. Bought bigger SUVs, burned coal, watered your lawns. But integrity's like virtue, man. You can't just turn it off and on. Anyhow, it was too late, and I despaired and turned inward, which for me, pathologically, is a dangerous venture. But I was lost and unbalanced. Things were terribly wrong. Thank God I found an antidote by writing these songs. And so that's what I do these days to keep my sanity. I know this whole touring folk singer thing kind of comes across like vanity. But after 50 years of living, I finally see how things work. You live life forward, but then you have to figure it out in reverse. And so America's a broken dream and civilization's a bust. But I've learned to manage my disappointment and mistrust. And that's the point of this tune. That's the gist of all my songs. And that's why this one is called Grant's Talking Blues. La da 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 da, la da da, la da da.
I remember that one.
Yeah, it's off my very first record.
I remember getting that very first record and then contacting you.
I remember getting your phone call after you got that record.
I'm like, I love this guy. and I've been a fan of yours ever since.
You really have, and I can't tell you how much it's meant to have somebody that, first of all, playing my music and putting some kind of, I got some real serious validation from you early on, and it meant a whole lot.
Well, I think if you keep writing these great songs or singing these songs, then, you and I can always be friends. When you stop, well, then I guess
then I'm out
we'll just have to debate on whether, reevaluate our friendship. It'll be the next great, I'll throw you to the curb and it'll be the next great singer-songwriter,
I hope you. So who are you who's out there? When you say who's young, my question to you today is who's young and with it? Who's connecting to you now?
Well, I like that guy Donnell Heinley.
Right.
I like him a lot.
Played something for
I
me,
played him the other day. I'm finding that the nature of my show is based on lyrics.
Right.
And so many times I get, Slade Cleaves. He's a guy who writes to my heart.
Right.
Gurf Morlick's another guy who writes to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does that. There's so many of these.